Hello, you lovely people. This is me, the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to this very special series called The Curry World, where I'm going to show you different curries from different parts of the world. The part of the world that I've chosen for you today is Thailand. And what am I showing you? The quintessential Thai red curry with chicken. Let's begin. Now, before I jump in straight to the recipe, let me give you a disclaimer. The disclaimer for this recipe is that it is possibly one of the simplest curries on the planet. All you need to get right is the ratio or the proportion of the different ingredients, and that's about it. You need to first make a Thai curry paste, and then everything is just like an assembly. You turn the flame on and allow the curry to cook till the chicken gets cooked, and that's about it. First things first, let's get the ratio and proportion of the Thai curry paste correct. And this one, like I said earlier, is the red Thai curry. Now, to bring in that bright red color, of course, I'm going to use dried red chilies of very good quality. The chilies that give you color and not spice. Remember this. Because for spice, we have another ingredient, and that is the bird's eye chili, which is again quintessentially Thai. Well, these can be adjusted depending on how spicy your preference is. Well, I like my curries really spicy because eventually I combine them with rice. So for me, a good 10-12 bird's eye chili will do its magic. Once you're sorted with the color and the spice of the curry, which is the Kashmiri red chili in this case and the bird's eye chili, let's move on to the next ingredient, and that is shallot, or in this case, shallots. To which I'm also going to add in peeled cloves of garlic. The next set of ingredients are quintessentially Thai ingredients. The first one, of course, is a knob of galangal. Now, this recipe does not use ginger like most other curries. This uses, of course, a Thai ginger called galangal. It is slightly tougher than your regular ginger root. Let's peel it like so. And the next step is to cut this into slices. The step here is to cut this into thin slices because this, in a way, is one of the toughest roots that we use. Well, it's got a very peculiar smell like camphor, and that adds a wonderful nuance to the Thai curry. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some slices and add them into the curry paste and take the remaining few slices and add it onto the chicken. Now, eventually, when you make the Thai curry, what happens? Let's understand that. You have a Thai curry paste, you have coconut milk, you have chicken, and you have another few ingredients. Now, some ingredients become part of the curry, and the same ingredients also become part of the curry in terms of its bite. So, galangal, lemongrass, kaffir lime, all becomes part of the herb structure for the curry in its entirety. Remember this? It's very simple. It may sound a little complicated, but trust me, it's very simple. I also have here with me some kaffir lime leaves, which I'm going to add like so. Just tear them roughly and add it into the curry paste. And I have some remaining few leaves which are roughly torn like so, and they go on top of the chicken. The next is to add in stalk of lemongrass, again roughly cut like so. Now, like I said, the step remains the same. Few pieces go in the curry and few pieces go on top of the chicken. I'm also going to use a very interesting ingredient here, and this is coriander, but in the form of its roots. So here I have coriander roots which need to be nicely scrubbed because, of course, they grow underground, yeah, and generally discarded in most cuisines. But very interestingly, the Thais use it, and this also adds in that wonderful pronunciation of coriander to the recipe. Let's chop this roughly. And all of this goes into the curry paste, not onto the chicken for now. And finally, last but not the least, Thai basil. Let's snip in a few leaves. You can also actually take the tender stems. Just keep a few leaves aside to add it onto the chicken. If the leaf is larger, just snip it into two and drop this into the chicken. With this, our curry paste is now assembled and ready. The next step is to grind this absolutely nice and fine. You may need a little bit of water for this. Use it, but very little. Nice and smooth, and that's exactly how we wanted it. It's very potent and very strong at this point in time. Let's begin now with making the Thai curry, for which I'm going to begin with a cold pan. Remember this, a cold pan. The flame is off at this stage. Let me add in 2 heaped tablespoons of this curry paste. You can of course reduce or add more depending on your personal preference. For me, 2 tablespoons is just perfect. Also remember the fact that the Thai curry paste that you get ready in the market is generally the same curry paste which is further cooked and reduced. So the potency becomes higher. So in that case, you may use very little. In this case, because it's fresh, you may tend to use slightly more or slightly higher. The next step is to add in the pieces of chicken, which also have some few ingredients which are kept aside for the curry now. Let's place this as well. Some more ingredients, beginning with sweet peppers or bell peppers, different colors. Just make it nice and colorful. Well, the peppers actually are completely optional at this stage. The whole idea here is to make the curry look nice and colorful. You can throw in some broccoli, you can throw in some bamboo shoots, some mushrooms. Choice is completely yours. But nevertheless, all of this for a chicken curry is completely optional. You can make it a vegetable-less curry, concentrate only on the chicken and the flavors. The next ingredient that goes in this curry is a pea aubergine, which actually looks like a pea from the outside, but looks like an aubergine from inside. Well, if you take the taste of it, it has no taste to me, but it has a lot of seeds, and that adds into a lot of flavor in this recipe. Well, I'm not really fond of this, but nevertheless, I'm just going ahead and using this because I could lay my hands on it. So I'm in a way trying to act smart just because I have this with me. So pea aubergines, and another ingredient that could be optional in this recipe, that is a pandan leaf. Pandan otherwise is used to flavor the rice that could go as an accompaniment for this curry, but for now I'm using this in the curry, just stirring it, 1 or 2 pieces, and that's fine. Now, as spicy as the curry is, it is equally creamy because the spice comes in from the bird's eye chili. The creaminess comes in from the chicken, of course, and it also comes in from the coconut milk. Sweetness comes in from palm sugar or palm jaggery or sugar, as in this case. So I'm adding sugar. So it is basically a curry which is creamy, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's fiery, and it also has no oil. If you notice, the oil in this case comes in from the coconut fat or the coconut cream and the chicken fat. So eventually when this cooks like a stew, once the chicken gets cooked, if at all you cover this, you'll see that it has a layer of oil or fat, but that comes in from the coconut and the chicken. So next ingredient is a nampla. Now I know 99% of the time you may not have this ingredient in your kitchen. Nampla basically is fish sauce, fermented fish sauce. In that case, you can use soy sauce, light soy sauce, not the dark version at all. Just a touch of it, not too much. Let's squeeze in some fresh lemon. Of course, you need to collect all the seeds. You do not want untoward surprises in your mouth. But like I said, the curry is creamy, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's also sour because of the lemon. Let's add in a little bit of salt. And last but not the least, in a way, the hero of this curry, and that is coconut cream. Let's add this as well. Now is the time to stir this, and trust me, till now, the flame is off. It's like a reminder for all of you. Just ensure that the red curry paste gets mixed nicely with the coconut milk and of course the other ingredients as well. Once this is mixed well, I'm going to add in half a cup of water. Another quick mix. We're going to cover this and now turn the flame on. Like I said, allow this to cook on medium flame for 15 to 18 minutes or till the chicken is perfectly cooked. It's been 20 minutes. Let's have a quick check. If you see closely, it has also released some oil. And like I said earlier, this is actually the fat from coconut as well as the chicken. One quick stir. And trust me, if you follow the recipe the way I've shown you, you don't even have to check for sugar or for anything else. let's begin to serve this. And this goes amazingly well with a bowl of hot steaming rice. With this, our Thai red curry with chicken is done and ready. And like I said, this goes amazingly well with a bowl of steaming hot rice. Make this for your family, make this for your friends, and stay tuned to this new series called The Curry World. Bye for now.